In the previous session we have started a module 4 in that chapter 10, that's a file system. We have seen file as a concept, access methods. Okay, so read method, write, read from the beginning, write from the beginning, continuation where we have stopped writing in the previous session, etc. These all are we have studied. Today we'll go with the disk and directory structure. Okay, so file concept we have studied. It's a logical space where we store a data continuously. We can store alphabet, numerical, special characters, etc. Okay, so what are the file attributes we have seen? Name of a file, identification number of a file, type of the file like binary file, object file, hex file. Okay, these all are the attributes of a individual file. Okay, so next we have seen also the file operations like creation of a file, writing into the file, reading from the file, changing the position of the pointer. Okay, deletion of a file, open file, close a file. Okay, so then some of the points with respect to open file, how we will keep a track of open file, how many files we can keep open at any time of execution. Those are all the points we have studied under open files. So also we have seen once the file is opened, can we apply the contents lock for the contents? Is it possible to apply only read log on a selected area of a file, also the write log that we have seen in the previous. Okay, so this is what some idea about file types. And here we have seen, you can see current position. If you open a file, whenever you open a file, if it is recently created, current position will be equal to beginning. If some days before created and here you have typed already some content, it will be the current position. If you take it to the beginning, it is called rewind. If you take it to the forward, it is called as next operations like read or write. Okay, so in the access method we have seen all this sequential access, one after another, whereas a direct access means some measured amount of data like n directly fetched or directly stored. That is called as access methods. Okay, so this is what the ideas we have studied for studied in the previous session. Today we'll go with the directory structure. So this is important because you already have experience about this. So hope if I give small some broad idea or a introductory picture, you can easily understand. If you open up our computer which is installed with the Windows, so what all we can see on a computer: C drive, E drive, D drive, like that. So C always we used to keep it for OS and softwares, D study, E as a family, photos, etc. Like that we will segregate. So like how we call what we call a directory in general, it's a folder or the partition of a disk. It's a partition of a disk. So total hard disk is divided into 3 partitions: C partition, D partition, E partition. So some in our college computer, in our college, some computers have only one partition, that's a C. In the same C we will install OS. In the same disk or a partition we will install other softwares also the data. In general approach of any personal computer will be C for OS as well as softwares and DE for the required data. Okay, so here same way the total disk is divided into multiple directories. Each directory will have its own file. Here we are showing only one file as a diagram purpose. There is no rule that one directory should have only one file. Directory can have n number of files looking into the space reserved for this directory. Okay, so now once we understand this, let's go for how the disk or a hard disk is made up of with respect to file. It is not with respect to manufacturing like a magnetic disk, magnetic drum or a flat surface. Okay, So disk is divided into partitions, as I told, C partition, D partition and E partition, etc. Okay, and each disk is protected against the failure. Most of the time we will not get a hard disk crash. Only in unexpected way we can find it, a hard disk crash. Even though hard disk crash, it is affects only C drive where we have installed an operating system. D drive, E drive onwards will be safe. That's why it is protected against failure of the operations. Okay, so we can use the hard disk either in a raw state or after format state. Hope you have experience of installing a OS in your laptop. Whenever you want to install a fresh copy of OS, you will format the this one C drive. So formatting means converting a file system, NTFS to FAT32. Like that you will convert the file system. Once you delete all old data, you will get a fresh copy of that. That means a drive. There you can install. Like you might have experienced formatting a pen drive, okay, or a flash memory. Okay, so once we divide a disk into partition, we call it as a mini disk, slices, or generally we call it as drives, C drive, E drive, D drive, etc. They are also called as volume. Okay, each directory will consist of directory table which holds information about itself. So let me add here one word, table. So like how that page table was, which used to hold the pages information, same way we have directory table. Okay, see here the class, okay, in front of examination will post something, will paste something which will hold which student, which will give us information called which student should sit in which bench number during examination. That is called as student table. Same way directory table, which directory, which type of data is already present, whether the data is folder is full or not, like that we will get. Okay, so then comes general purpose file system and special purpose file system. See here, what do you mean by general purpose file system means, in the D drive I have stored study material, in the E drive I have stored my family photos. I can go exchanging both D and E. From the D I will remove my study material, I will paste it in E drive. The family photos which I have kept in E drive, I will exchange cut paste to D drive. But can I do the OS which I have installed in C drive to the D, E, F, etc.? That's not possible. That means what? The file system, the disk structure, or this partition C partition is specifically reserved for operating system files. Hope if you try to change OS, whenever you try to change OS, reinstall OS, you might have experienced this. Okay. Hope, okay. In mobile we cannot see drives, okay, or directories, but we can see folders in our mobile. WhatsApp folder, then DCIM folder, then different apps related folders will automatically get created. Okay, so now as I told here, each drive or directory consists of directory table. Now the question, see there is one partition called A and B. Okay, A partition has its file and its summary is stored in this small table called directory table A. Same way partition B has a files and some part of that partition B is reserved for table. Okay, table, that table is directory B which will tell files in the partition B. This is what disk 1. Okay, so there may be another possibility that even though we have a multiple disks, we call them, we connect them continuously and call them in the same partition. Okay, so what is the name of partition? C. Even though we have a multiple disk, still we can call them or connect them or use them as a single partition. If there is a single partition, there will be single directory table. So meaning is what? How many partition will do? Those many number of directory tables will be created. Hope it is clear now. Right. Okay. Now what all the operations we can do on directory? Okay, so now assume that some months before you have downloaded some notes related to this is subject OS. Okay, some 1 month back. Now you have forgot where you have kept. So what you will do? You will go to computer. You will go for a search button and type there OSS notes. So it is not a file. It is a folder. Correct. That folder is searched and it will tell it is stored in this drive, that means D drive, 4th semester bar OS. Okay, that means what? It is not present in 3rd semester, 2nd semester, 1st semester folders. Instead, there is a separate folder called 4th semester. In that, there is a folder called OS. So like that, it will give the message. See now, what you did, you have searched that file or a folder. So like that, suddenly you wanted to create, you got a notes from another source. Okay, another source apart from the college, you might have got another. So what you will do? Notes of OS from the friend 1, friend 2. Like that, you will create one more folder and you will paste there. So that means what? You have created a directory. So you felt that some directory is not required more, like a 3rd semester or 2nd semester. This one, what mechanical subject. Now you feel that 1 year back it was necessary, but now it may not be useful. So you may go for delete option. Okay, so list a directory means what? Go for writing them or arranging them in a order, like based upon the names, based upon the names in a descending order, based upon the creation date from first day to till date or reverse, etc. Okay, I think you know about renaming a file. If you download a file from internet, it will have long name. So what you will do, you will cut down the name and you will give short name so that you can give and you can remember that. You can use the short name whenever you want to search in future. So traverse the file system. This is important. So traverse the file system means what? Say for example, you have kept a song in some folder. Okay, folder is like this. Assumption D drive 2021 Hindi folder, then that song. Okay, see how you are traversing that song to play that song. So how you will do? First you will go to D drive, from there 2021, again subdirectory Hindi, then you will get that song file. This is called as traversing the file system. Okay, so all these we can perform on a directory. So coming for the next, how the directory is organized. Directory is organized in 4 different ways. So first one is single level, 2 level, tree level, acyclic and general. These are the methods. Now organization means what? Well arrangement. Directory is well arrangement. So now what happens if we don't have proper arrangement during examination? So what happens is some 100 students will come from CSE only or more than 100. They are in a confusion where to sit, where to take an examination, where they will get the correct question paper. It will be a disturbance. So instead of that, if you manage them such that you go to a particular student should go to particular building block, then particular floor, room number, then bench number. See, this is how the student bench or seat is organized. Same way, the fourth module of this operating system is kept under OS chapter, OS folder, which is present in the 4th semester study material, which is present under CSE student, that is present in D drive. See the path now. D drive to CSE student to 4th sem, 4th sem to OS. Again in that OS, again you have one more file called module 4. Then this after the module 4 you have, okay, that file related to the chapter what I am discussing now, like that. So what is the importance of organizing the directory properly is you can easily identify if you know the logic. If you follow the logic of saving a file properly, definitely you can easily identify. See now, if you want to check material related to C program, you want to study pointers, so or recall a pointers concept. So what is the method now? You need to go for first sem. If you were in a C cycle first sem, click on first semester. From there you will get a 5 subjects list. You select a C programming. Again you will get a 5 modules, module 1, module 2, module 3, like that. Module 2 is a pointer, so you will click on module 2. So there you will get a pointer programs or concepts. Okay, so if you organize them properly, you can easily find it properly. Same way, if a student seats are organized properly, student will find his seat easily. Otherwise the candidate of exam will find a difficulty to get his seat. Okay, so what is important of naming a file is it is very convenient for user. Okay, so if you name properly, it will be convenient, like how we did in our examinations. Okay, so one thing for here is the files with two files with the same name is not allowed. I hope you can get some warnings as soon as you are typing the second file, the name which is already existing, you will get a warning. The same file name is already existing, use other name, like that. Okay, next one is grouping. So grouping means what? Java programs group or C programs group, games group, or family photos to some temple, that group, family photos to the village, like that. We will group, we will make files in a folder and keep it, so that easily if I see that directory name or a folder name, I can recall, okay, these are contents are going to be the photos related to when our family has visited this temple or that museum, etc. Like that. It's a good it is good practice to have organized directory. Okay, now as I mentioned, how many types? Let's go for different types of directory. See this directory of single level. Directory means, remember it as a folders or the drives. See here, one don't worry, is the single level. That means here you can see. Okay, if I show you one, see the arrow mark, first and second. Okay, so level means how many arrow marks are there. That's what. I hope you know the tree height in your graph theory or DMS subject. Okay, same concept. So there are some files with the names or folders or directories with the names called cat, BOA, test, data, mail, count, hex, records. If you are not comfortable with these names, use A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, A9. So these all A1 to A9 are of same level directory. Now the word level is important. Okay, level is important. Each directory has some files. Okay, so the condition for this single level directory, which is not popular now, is these files should not have same names. That is called as naming problem. If I want to make these two files in a group, that is also not possible, because they belongs to different directories of same level. I cannot have a copy here. That means I cannot share this file under A2. The file is under A2, that I cannot have or share with the A1 directory. So that sharing is not possible in a single level directory. Okay, so coming for the next, okay, one more, single directory for all users. These are the A9 users are there. One directory we will use. So that means what? Whatever the files A1 or person 1 or user 1 has, he is unable to give it to user 2 in a single level directory. Nowadays these problems are solved, but still we have to study as a basic parts. Two level directory, each we have to create as a root level. You can see here, as a root level, a directory for each user. You can see here user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4. Okay, so here you can think like C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive, like that also you can think, but it is better to think with respect to user 1, 2, 3, 4. See now, important about a 2-level directory. User 1 has 4 subdirectories, whereas user 2 has only 2 subdirectories. User 3 has again 2, user 4 has 3. That means there is no restriction for any user to have any number of subroutines based upon their requirement. Okay, now user 1 has a folder called A. Same folder A is there here, but the file of user 1's A, F3, you can see here F3 is not same as user 2 A drive F5. F3 is different from F5. Okay, please remember this. F3 is, so now meaning is what? If user 1 changes content of F3, that will not reflect in F5, also in F7, also in F10. That means what? Here, even though there is a file F1, 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 okay, so still even though you give a name, same name for A's file F1, 1, 1, 1, we think that there are four files with the same F1. So what general think is all 4 users got same file called F1, but file names are same, but their copies are different. So user 1 if changes something in F1, it is not reflects in user 2's A, user 3's A, user 4 A, because their A copy is separate for them. For computer there is a same file called F1 4 times, but they are corresponds to different user. So one advantage is we can have more specific path. Why? If I search for F1 here, I can have here the path is very specific, like user 1 A F1, user 2 A F1, user 3 A F1, user 4 A F1, like that. Okay, so now even though the tail node or the file name is same, because of a path we can expect or we can assume that okay, they belongs to different user. Now can we use the same name? Here you can see, here we cannot use the same name. That's what a naming problem. That means we have to find out unique file name every time, but that problem is solved here. We can have a same file name, and searching is also easy. Why it is easy? Because again definitely this tough here, I mean very easy it was here, because since all have a different number, searching will be very simple. Here files different files have same name but different path, so searching will be easy. Okay, but grouping is not compatible. That means what? This copy of A here, 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 that we cannot make in a single group, assuming they are shared. Okay, so that problem is solved in tree structured directory. So this is very popular, tree structured directories. See here there are 3 categories. Let me elaborate so that you can okay. First and foremost approach, there is no strict limitation like a previous. All user should use only 2 level. See here single level means, see, all users can have only single level file. That means they are not supposed to create a subfolders. Here users are allowed to create 1 level subfolder, but tree means what? Some user with the name U1, see here, he has one subdirectory, stat mail distinction. Okay, you can call it as A1, A2, A3. So A1 has a file, A3 has a file. Actual expectation A2 also have a file, but A2 has a subdirectory called B1, B2, B3, B4. So B1 has a file, whereas B1 to B3 they have again subdirectories. You can see here. Okay, that means what? the tree goes of any level. Now you can see user 2, he has only one level, director is immediately files, so he cannot extend. Okay, what about user 3? See, he has one level, next two level, which is shorter than first user, short levels. Okay, that means what do you mean by tree here? There is no restriction for file creation. This is what we are using nowadays. So if you want to create D drive as study, E drive as entertainment, so what you will do in D drive, first sem, second sem, third sem, fourth sem. In the fourth sem, 6 subject folders are there. In the each subject folder, you will create notes, question papers. Correct? Whereas in the entertainment, what you may do, first movies and songs. Again in the songs, 2010, 2020, 2021. In 2021, Hindi, English, etc. Again in Hindi, with respect to singer, you can make a subgroup. See, there is no restriction. You can go for any level. Okay. What is advantage? The file, the directory is well organized. Okay, well organized. Because path is disciplined. That means what? Here you can see. See, this may be music file, this may be different file. It looks like garbage because music file, text file, PDF, photo, everything is in a same level. But here what happens? You can see here. So this is a D drive, photos of a nature, family, yourself. Okay, again photos of a nature. In the nature, waterfalls. Correct? So then some animals like that. You see, nature. Again waterfall, Karnataka waterfalls, Tamil Nadu waterfalls, etc. See the organization, well organized. You can easily reach. Okay, it is a disciplined storage, but if we use a tree approach, it will be lengthy to search. If you want to see Karnataka on waterfalls photos, we always need to travel this much length to get a data. Okay, right now. So what are some points with respect to tree structure directories? Okay, tree structure directories always, they allow user to create their own directory at any level. That means there is no restriction for us to create. As I told with respect to song, entertainment, song, 2021, Hindi, again by singer, again by language, something like a rock song or a silent song. We can have any level of directory. Okay, efficient in searching because we know the path where we have stored. Grouping is ability. I will tell you how exactly the grouping will happen when we go for acyclic. Okay, so now if we create a directory, it will create under a current directory. I hope you know this in your Unix. Okay, so unless you are in a root, you are in some environment, if you use a mkdir command, suddenly it will create a directory, subdirectory in which directory you are already present. If you want to change, use a cd command and go for the root, then you can create a file in that level. Actually, to understand more about a file, you should be familiar with Linux or Ubuntu operating system. So you will find you will understand file system very easily there. Okay, so now tree structures. Okay, next comes absolute path and relative path. Okay, let me give you idea. If you think this as a file you wanted to search, absolute path means from the root give complete path, that is called as absolute. So relative means what? Assumption. Right now you are in PRT, you want to search OBJ's F2. What you have to do? Absolute means first thing, from PRT you should go back to from PRT you should go back to program to object to F2. That means absolute means with respect to root we should say. Relative means from where, in which environment we are, from there we have to write the path. Okay, that you have studied in your this one Unix commands, absolute path and relative path. Okay, so always if we create a directory, if we execute a command of mkdir, it will execute in which environment we are present, unless we change the directory to root. If you want to delete a file, so in which directory we are, that file is, or that directory is deleted using a command rm dir. Okay, hope you know the Unix command of remove. Okay, creation make dir. See, here is one important. You are in a PRT. Okay, if you delete PRT, nothing will happen for program, copy, expect and count. But if you delete a mail, this directory, all these subdirectories will become dangling. It will collapse complete tree of this mail as a root. Okay, I hope it is clear now with the tree structured directories. Coming for the next, acyclic graph directories. So what do you mean by acyclic graph directories is, no two files are really shared so far. Okay, or a file is given exclusively for different user. Let's say now there are two users, user 1 and user 2. They want to share a file under count subdirectory. So what happens, acyclic means, if the two users wanted to share, create a pointer for the same file. That makes a graph. But thing is, it's a acyclic. That means what? Here it is not in the upward arrow mark. It's a downward arrow mark always. Okay. So now when this graph, today now we are using this architecture. Assume that two person are working on a same project. Two friends are working on a same project. Okay, see now, one person has extra work of W. Okay, they are sharing two files. You can see here, one is list and one is count. You can see here, one is list and one is count. List they will not update, but count they want to share. The both users they want to share. So if it is shared, do not keep separate copy. What happens if we keep separate copy? Count of user 1 never shared with count of user 2. So the problem is, that time, since both person are working on a same project, some resources they may share. So if they are sharing a resource, definitely they should update some values, correct? So then other user should know about what is the updated value. So whenever we want to share a file, definitely we should prefer acyclic graph directories. Okay, so what happens with respect to acyclic graph directories? See, some files between two users are shared. You can see here one more. So the list file is shared between user 1 and user 2 in different manner. You can see here, this is also shared. How? See, this is under list under W of user 1. The list is under words of user 2. Under user 2. That means indirectly both are accessing same file. So if this person changes anything, the change is reflect for other user also. That's a acyclic graph directories. Okay, as I told, you can see here one important thing. If we delete this file, so what happens for other user? Since this file is accessed via this path where I am moving a cursor, if I delete through this, so if you come via this path, you won't get a file, because this file was shared, both had equal priority or equal ownership. He has deleted. That means this path is dangling now. You can see here, dangling pointer. Okay, so that is called as, you have to go back to back pointer method if you want to recreate the file. Okay, that's why we should be very careful whenever we are sharing a file with others. Okay, and to avoid this, we have access methods, like whether he is only allowed for read, write, execution. So if he is allowed for read and execution, he cannot delete, he can only use it. But whenever we allow the user for write, definitely he may try to delete if it's unauthenticated. So we should be very careful. So link and resolve the link. So link means creation of a link. Whenever as I told here, see this is a one link and this is the another link. Resolve link means what? Whenever through one link I have deleted and through another link if I try to recreate a file, that's called resolve of a link. Okay, so to avoid this, I mean every method has some difficulties. Like, let me tell you one point here. In the single, I cannot give same name for all the files. Okay, in two level I cannot have a sharing. In a tree level I have a sharing, but the length of the tree can be anything. Okay, in the and one more is I can have a dangling if I delete some intermediate directory, the lower portion becomes destroyed. Okay, so whereas in acyclic, if one person deletes, another person may not get a file. So instead of calling all these separate name, include all these facilities and call it as a general graph directory. That means what? Here you can see now, user 1, 2, 3, they can have different heights files. Okay, that's the first. Second thing, you can see here the drive name is same here in the different level also. That means reusage of a file. You can see here unhex in the two different level. So repetition. So can we think about sharing? Yes, here you can see this is what a sharing. Okay, so what happens if I delete this file through this link? Can I create the file using another link? See, through AVI count I have deleted this file. Can I recreate this file using another path? Yes, JIM, book, count and recreation. See, all the facilities which were not there in the previous advantages what are there, they are carried out. Disadvantages or problems, they are solved in the general graph directory. That's why it is called as hybrid graph directory. Okay, here it is a advanced file or a directory architecture where it is comfortably used in all the file system in today's mobile, computer, OS, etc. Okay, so it supports sharing as well as the exclusive file operations. Also it supports this one file sharing, locking, contents locking. See here how this portion, okay, this file is there, let's assume a part of a file is locked using write lock. So write lock means if this via this path if I try to read, that will not happen because he is applied a write. So write lock means he is writing. If I read now, I will get a old data. So let's wait. After some time, if I read, I will get updated data. So that is also possible in general graph directory. That's why this method is very popular. Okay, so that's what only one point we have finished since the concept is lengthy. So that's a disk and directory structure. In the next class we will try to finish fourth and fifth point together. So that finishes our fourth module. Okay, thank you.